What it do, what it do. Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man. Had to tap into this one, man. So it looks like, man, this fight with Mike Tyson and Mayweather is actually supposed to happen. You know, when I first saw it come across, I was like, heck nah. Like, out of all things, we just seen Tyson in there with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? And from what that fight there, it kind of lets me know that Tyson, they're not really letting Tyson just, and rightfully so, because he doesn't need to be taking these blows like that and stuff. But so that's what I'm saying is that we see that they ain't gonna really just put him in no just regular boxing matches like he was back in his prime type stuff. And it's crazy to me because it's just like, dang, so like this is what literal legit, like this is what boxing is doing. Like it's like, what kind of matches are these people putting together? I mean, it's not the sport that it was anymore. I guess safely for those who are up in age doing it too. I mean, that's cool, but I mean, it's not that same sport no more. Like the stuff they're doing, they're not like putting Mayweather up against Tyson. Tyson's not in his prime no more. That's not that same Tyson that gave him the name that he has now. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it'll be cool to see them getting there and blocking jab here and there and peck each other here and there. I guess that'll be okay, but I mean, I think when I first saw it, I just said to myself, well, this isn't, no real deal scratching gonna be going on really, and I just feel like I don't know what boxing is doing right now. There's real deal fights that could go down that I feel like that would definitely be more worth it, in my opinion. Like, I keep saying this and I've been saying it, like, for some reason they could keep putting Jake Paul up against UFC fighters, real short, small boxers, janitors, just everybody. And then, I mean, why won't they put him up against Deontay Wilder? I feel like Wilder deserves that Jake Paul bag, and the fight will be worth it. Javante, hey, it's just all good. He's getting it, but how's this gonna go? Who am I to complain? I guess somebody who's gonna be watching, but how is that really gonna go? Are they gonna really be in there scratching, or is this, gonna be a thing of, hey, you can't hit them too hard, or no knockout hits and all this kind of stuff? I mean, hey, it is what it is. If this is where things are really going, it's just surprising to see it happening in real time. It's just almost like if they start doing this kind of stuff with like football, basketball, that's gonna be crazy. Things like, go grab Joe Montana at his age now. Oh, I bet you he could get the 49ers to the Super Bowl. Oh, but just don't hardly attack. I mean, don't hardly tackle him though. Just grab him and set him down softly. Go get Bo Jackson. I bet you he could make the Raiders win again at his age now. And then when it comes to game time, it's a thing of, okay, don't tackle him when he has the ball. If he has the ball, don't tackle him. Just grab him and slowly, gently lay him on the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, oh, go get Jordan right now at his age and put him up against LeBron in a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Jordan's not that same Jordan that he was.
when he made that name for himself. And so that's what this boxing is legit doing that though. They're going back and getting 60-year-olds who's still in shape and feels like they're, confident enough or strong enough to get off in here in the ring with 20-something year olds and 30-year-olds. I mean, it never plays in their favor. Last one I saw like that was Evander Holyfield when they put him up against somebody and the dude beat the crap out of him. The youngster beat the crap out of him. I was like, why would they even put him in there? But I guess Evander wanted it, but maybe that's one of the reasons why now if they reach back and get older people in there, they set certain rules that, you can't bust them up too bad, things like that. But I just, I think I know that this is what we're in for, with this Tyson and Mayweather fight. It's just another fight where it can't be the fight that we're traditionally used to, in boxing. Like I said, I guess it'll be a cool thing just to see those two legends getting there, slapping around, and blocking and slapping around, jabbing, And not to say I want to see somebody get hurt, but I just remember how I think we all remember how the sport of boxing was. You get the fresh fighters in there, and I don't know. Is there any safer way to do it? I guess maybe give the boxers nowadays more head cushion. You know what I'm saying? Make them. I mean, because somebody else being on the other end of them blows, that does affect them. So I guess that's the thing. Do you try to figure out safer ways to have these boxing matches since nobody really wants to get hurt, but they still want to get paid? I believe that's why Gervonta Davis really wanted to get out. So had to be taking all them hard blows and stuff like that for the dollar bill. And then watching people like Tyson and Mayweather get in there, not have to take all that damage and make a lot more money than any of these boxers in here getting their head, getting beat in for a few thousand. So, it's crazy. What I can say, that's all it is. And it's happening. It's just for somebody who's been watching the sport of boxing for some years, it's amazing to see how it's changing in real time. It's like grabbing old basketball players and putting them back out there against all them youngsters and telling them barely to sack them. It's just barely like putting old basketball players back on the team, and they won't be able to still run like that. If that's the thing with them. But it's crazy work though. But this is where we at. I'm more excited for the Crawford and the Canelo fight than I am to see this, and that's on the real. That's facts. That's so serious. I'm so serious about that. I'm more excited to see that one than this. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all excited to see this, man? To see how they're gonna spar in there? Y'all think it's gonna be what do y'all think it'll be a real deal fight? Where anything, like a regular fight, or is it gonna be something set up special? That way ain't nobody can get injured and stuff. Rightfully so. Ain't gonna lie on that, but it's not the most exciting event for me to be looking forward to. But I'd love to see it. I'd watch it. If I could. Whatever, if I can, whatever. Whenever it happens. However, if there's even hype behind it by the time when it actually kicks off. If there's still even hype. How much hype But I could go on and on, but y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Y'all let me know y'all opinion. Another one over here at Game Chopping TV, man. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we are chopping this game over here, man.